Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. We're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteers offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Offense gets set for second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to the well. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Gashes him in the middle. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Volunteer. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stoneburner. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Stanford's offense will take the field for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his man. It's Fuller. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Pressure coming. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Fuller. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of sucked up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great Vol running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defense.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wide open on the move. He has it on the jet sweep. He has the first and still on his feet. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, he'll go back to work. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Touchdown, Tennessee! The offense cashing it in on that drive. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or there was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Quarterback keeps it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical.
He's loose. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Able to move it ahead a couple yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
Breaks into the open, just steamrolling the defense. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stanford!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Calls his own number. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quicker. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown ball! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Hart. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Bernard. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Fuller. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hart. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Soft spot in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Stanford wants to push the pace. From the gun. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught in the backfield. It's Bernard. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day. This one from 23. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Volunteers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Got the quick pass. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Rides to back and leaves it. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. Opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches.
Ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
What a great job on the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. It's complete on the right side. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Stanford lines up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
From the gun, running back gets to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Let's go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for space, it's Bernard. Got the first down and more. It's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
To the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The give to the back. There he goes. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Hey, on offense, you got to know where the play's going. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backwards. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Makes the catch. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Big kick here. Can claw them ever so closer to that lead, and the crowd trying to rattle this guy. That is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. The tight end. They want that clock to run. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware.
Turning it off. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Vols are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Might be calling a hot route. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket, and he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Snag in the middle. It's Maryland. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
From the gun, the ground game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Hands it off on the counter. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.